السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله وكفى. سلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. أما بعد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما ربي زدني علما. This is that part of the year, we're almost in the first week of July, where the entire world is currently reflecting as to how has the first half of the year gone. All the corporates in the world are currently assessing and reviewing that we had set a few targets at the start of the year, and that this is our target for the year 2025. And after 6 months, where have we reached? Are we on the mark or not? And if we are not on the mark, then we need to do something. We need to make an additional effort to achieve our KPIs by the end of the year. This is a practice which is being done across the globe, everywhere. Unfortunate is the fact that when it comes to the most important being in this world for us is our own self, the fact that we don't reflect as to how have I done in this year for the first 6 months. There were a few goals which I had set at the start of the year, or there were a few goals which I had set at the end of Ramadan, and it's been already 3 months post Ramadan. Subhanallah, you just don't know where time is flying. It's been 6 months since 2025 has gone. It seems just like yesterday 2025 started, and we've already lost 180 days. Subhanallah. So we unfortunately are not reflecting as to how have I done. And in the Quran, Allah Ta'ala constantly keeps reminding us that have a look and see what have you done for your tomorrow. The ayah which I recited in the khutbah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe. So who is Allah Ta'ala addressing over here? All the believers. It's not for the prophets, it's not for the muttaqeen, it's not for the shuhada, it's not for the salihin, it's not for the elite class over here, those who have the closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an address to all the believers. Ittaqullah, have taqwa of Allah. This has been a topic which has been repeated multiple times in these character building workshops, that what is taqwa? Taqwa is staying away from the disobedience of Allah. And then Allah Ta'ala says, وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدْ, that you should look, you should consider what have you sent ahead, لِغَدْ, for tomorrow. What is tomorrow over here? What is tomorrow over here? It is the hereafter. It is the day of judgment. That day of judgment which me and you perceive, it's a few 1,000, I don't know when it's going to come. At least for me, I have a life of 60, 70, 80 years. I'm going to be chilling. There's a lot of time left for my tomorrow, for my hereafter, and then I will die, and then there's a lot of years I'll have in the grave, and there's going to be a lot of, then there's going to be the day of judgment. So there's a lot of time left. What is Allah saying in the Quran? Lighad, tomorrow. He's saying, Allah Ta'ala is saying, look what you have sent for tomorrow. Look what you have sent for your hereafter. That is what the shaitan has given us a lullaby over here. There's a lot of time left. There's a lot of years left. You don't need to fix yourself now. You don't need to get serious in deen now. There's a lot of time left. You can chill out. And maybe when you touch 55, 60 years, and maybe you can then at that time start thinking, okay, fine, I think now it's about time, let me do something. Allah Ta'ala reminds us over here by using the word lighad, that the world which you're thinking you have a lot of time left, it is like tomorrow. It is like tomorrow. And the fact is, when we have to do something tomorrow, it is on the top of our head. When there is a task, when there is, for example, when there is an exam tomorrow, or an exam which is 5 years from now, and an exam which is tomorrow, the approach is completely different. The way how we take that is completely different. Allah Ta'ala reminds us over here that it's not 5 years beyond you, it's not 10 years, it's not 15, it's not 20, it is tomorrow. And why is that? Because death can come anytime. We can go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala any time. And this is the reality which nobody denies. This is the reality which no one denies, right? No religion denies this reality that we can go any moment. Forget any religion, an atheist also will not debate you on this, that okay, no, I think you're not right, I still have 100 years. Even they cannot say that okay, no, it can't happen anytime. So the moment we pass away, it's over, right? Whatever we had to do is over, the chance is over. People say, oh, nowadays, our youth nowadays says, YOLO, you only live once. So have fun. Do whatever you can because you just have a few days and then it's going to be over. In Islam, we also say YOLO. We also say you only live once because you just have one chance. We just have one life. It's not, we've grown up playing those video games, right? Okay, I die, okay, I'll come back. I die, I'll come back. And then you use those cheat codes also at times that I won't even die. Okay, you fall down, okay, somebody shoots you in the game, okay, start again. Take off the CD, put in the CD again. Or you go to a play area, you put the tokens again, okay, I'm gonna play again. There's no other chance, guys. There is just no other chance. And that is why it is وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدٍ. And the other way how the Mufassirin have explained this over here is that when the time of this life is compared to the life of the hereafter, this is nothing. You try to do 60 divided by infinity, what does the answer in the calculator say? I remember it says 0. It's an error. It just says 0. There is no comparison. And this is what the people on the day of judgment will say. In the Quran, Allah Ta'ala quotes this, that we just spent an hour in the world. Or they'll say just a moment in the day. That's it. That's what this life will seem like on the day of judgment to everyone, for which we are running left, right, center, striving day in and day out to decorate this, to make this as magnificent as we can, to make this as great as we can. On the day of judgment, it will seem like I said, oh, maybe I just spent an hour. I just spent an hour over there. So Allah Ta'ala reminds us, this life, what I've given you is, see, this life is not just to enjoy and have fun. This life is to prepare for the hereafter. See what you're sending ahead. Your focus should be what I am preparing for the hereafter. But then there's a challenge over here, right? Challenge over here is shaitan. Shaitan says, have fun. Because we can't see the hereafter, right? You can see this dunya. You can see Sheikh Zayed Road. You can see the buildings. You can see the houses. You can see the fun. You can see all of this. So focus on this. Forget who's seen Jannah, who's seen Jahannam. It's wrong. It's very far. Have fun. So shaitan comes and deceives us, decorates our dunya in such a way that we just forget it. And this is called ghaflat. Heedless. We just forget what we are here for. And there are certain moments where we really forget. And Subhanallah, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has reminded us that remember these things when you're in that situation, that okay, don't forget what is to come. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says in the hadith, اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. Take benefit of 5 before 5. What that means is, these 5 blessings which you have, firstly the point is reflect that these are blessings. The other thing is, these blessings for sure are not going to remain all throughout your life. You will lose them. So make the most of them until you have it. He says, take benefit of these 5 things before these 5 things come. You will lose these 5, and then the other 5 are gonna come. What are those 5? Your youth before your old age. Shababaka qabla haramika. Your youth before your old age. My young friends over here, man, youth is such a big blessing. There is so much of time you have on your plate with which you can do wonders. Ask your elders around, and they will be narrating stories to you and telling you, don't make these mistakes which I did in my youth, and use your time wisely. Firstly, youth is such a blessing. You have so much of energy. So much of energy, so less commitments. There is so much of free time, and there is so much of energy. Subhanallah. I remember when I started studying in Nurul Ilm, that's almost 10 or 11 years back. So, and we used to have classes in the evenings. So for me, it was easy. Even at 10:30, 11 o'clock, I was up and running. But then I have seen, as years pass, no matter how much passion you might have, the energy is not there. So I remember by the time I reached my very last year, the 10:15 or the 10:30 class was so difficult for me. At times, I would just doze off in the class. just could not stay. No matter how much I would concentrate, I was just eventually doze off. The energy is not there. That is what Nabi Kareem ﷺ is telling. Take benefit of your youth before your old age. There is so much of energy. I remember when I was maybe 14 or 15, doing easily 6 or 7 tawaf in a day was no problem when you used to go for Umrah. The legs were fine, you could easily do the tawaf and all that. Now you do 2 in a day, and then your feet are swollen. And the energy is not there. Because this is a blessing, right? Youth is a blessing. So make the most of it. You can stretch yourself. You have the energy. You can do so much more before you're ill. This is a fact. There are certain things which in your old age you will not be able to do. If Allah Ta'ala has given you wealth enough, go for Hajj, please, in your youth. Hajj is something which should be done in the youth. In the old age, that is not that definitely you can do it in your old age, but then that impact or that feeling and that striving will not be there in your youth. Use your time wisely, guys. I see youth wasting time left, right, center. Nowadays we have these, subhanallah, our best friends. All day. That's all we are busy with. Ajib. At least in our youth we didn't have this. So the way how we would be wasting time is just playing outside. At least would get some physical gain at such. But in our youths have, I say our youths have muscles in the fingers. They have very strong fingers because of that amount of time they spend using these fingers on their mobiles and their laptops. So guys, use your youth. Read what, subhanallah, Sahaba Karam in their ages of 15, 16, 17, you go and read what were they doing and what is our 15, 16, 17-year-old doing. Because for some reason, I don't know what is the perception, and people think, and that's what you people think, oh, I have a lot of time. Age catches up. Trust me, age catches up. And then the fact is, even psychologically, we still think we are in our youth, but we are not there. I don't know if it happens with others or not, but at times when I see a school bus, somehow it just rings me that, okay, maybe 5-6 years back I used to travel in the school bus, and then I think, it's been 20 years I have left school. And time flies, guys. Time literally flies. Take benefit of your youth. Take benefit of the energy. Strive yourself. Reflect, read Quran. I know scholars who say they just can't read books now because they've got old, and they said the moment I start reading a paper, I start getting a headache. This is a blessing, right? That you can read stuff and then you're not getting you don't have any headache or something. I know a scholar, because of his old age, he can't do sajda. Imagine what a big blessing is that you can put your head on the ground. And when this blessing is taken away, I am sure that person is he will be willing to spend his entire wealth that, okay, take it from me and give me the blessing that I can do sajda again. Because the qurb which you get in sajda and that feeling which you have. But my friend, old age is going to come if we live until then. That's the other thing, right? If we even even if we don't get that age, then that's a bigger problem, right? But guys, take benefit of your youth. What is the definition of youth in Islam? Does anyone know? Until what age is youth? Before 40. So those who in their 20s and are thinking, okay, no, I'm not youth anymore. Youth is until the age of 40 in Islam. I'm still youth. A lot of you are youth still over here. Guys, make the most of it. Energy is going to go down. This is a fact. No matter what we do, we are going to go down. But then, this is the point, right? We do whatever best we can do in our own resources. You have time, you can spend time in learning the deen. You have time, you can spend time in doing zikr askar. You have time, you can be involved in movements which are passing the deen over to people. There is so much of stuff which can be done. There are no commitments. I'm talking about the youth of maybe our definition of youth, the ones who are in 15, 16, 17s, no family to take care of. So much of time. Go do something, guys. Do something productive. I'm not saying you can't play. I'm not saying you can't have fun. Yes, you can, definitely. But then there has to be a balance to everything. There has to be a balance to everything. And because when you know this is, the fact is you reflect that, okay, youth is a blessing. And then when you reflect on it, then when you internalize it, that okay, it is a blessing, then you're going to use it well, right? Then you're going to make an effort that, okay, fine, no man, this is eventually going to go away. Yeah. What happens to the ice? When it's melting, right, we make sure we use the ice before it melts. Guys, use your youth before it melts. It is going to melt. It will eventually melt. And what does Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say next? وَصِحَّتَكَ قَبْلَ سَقَمِكَ. Your health before your sickness. We all will eventually get sick at any point in time. Not just any point in time. This is a life, right? You have health and then you get sick, then you have health and then you get sick, and then you have health and then you get sick. But when you have health, use it. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time, guys. Use your health wisely. Because this is a fact, when you will get sick, you will not be able to do what all you were able to do when you were healthy, right? You're sick, maybe you have fever, you have headache, you have body ache, you just can't get out of the bed. How can you get up and pray tahajjud? Maybe you're so sick you cannot. The fact that you are healthy today and then you can go to the masjid to pray, isn't that a blessing? The problem is we don't even count these as blessings. The fact that you can go to the masjid to pray. I met one of my friends the other day in the masjid, and then he said he's taking a metro from Nahda all the way to Barsha, and then he said, okay, he stopped to pray, and then he said he'll move back. Subhanallah, that is a big blessing, right? When you're in your youth, you could do that. Maybe in your old age, you could not have done that. Secondly, the fact that you got to pray Isha with Jamaat. Subhanallah, what a big blessing is that. Use your health. Today you're healthy, you can do a lot of stuff. Subhanallah, you never know, you get sick, you cannot even walk. You cannot make an effort. As I said, one of the scholars, he says he's got this sickness. The moment he starts reading something, he starts getting a headache. He's been that kind of a scholar who's had such a habit of reading books and doing mutala and reading. The fact is, he says, I pick up a book now and then I start getting a headache. I start traveling, I get a headache. That scholar has been to 100 countries in the world to pass on the knowledge, to pass on the message of deen. And today he says because of his age and because of his health, he just can't do it. He just can't travel. There are certain scholars who had a habit of going to Umrah, going for Hajj every बैटरी चेंज नहीं की थी. Okay, so there are certain, sorry, what I was saying. Yeah, there are certain scholars who had a practice of doing Hajj every year for multiple number of years. And today, because they have fallen sick, they're not able to do that. But then what was good is they used their health. Why? When they were healthy, they used it. They just did not waste their time. Our problem is that we waste our time. And subhanAllah, when we talk about time management and all that sort of thing, right? I was just reflecting when I was just thinking, okay, what do I have to speak about? And then I was thinking, subhanAllah, we ask a lot of people to give us advices. Okay, I have so much of amount of time, what should I be doing and all that, how should I use my free time? Allah Ta'ala gave a hukum to Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in the Quran that when he is done from his commitments, then what he should be doing. What he should be doing in his free time. Subhanallah. And what does Allah Ta'ala say? فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. That when you're free, when you're done from all the daily chores which you have to do in the day, he had his dini faraiz and all that. He said, when you're done from all your commitments, exert yourself in worship and turn towards your Lord with eagerness. Use your free time, guys. We have free time. Read the Quran. Have a habit of doing askar. Some routine has to be there. The problem is the way how we use our free time is a disaster. And we don't even know what happens. Half an hour gone. This is a dynamite in our hand. A literal dynamite. And then then the Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, وَغِنَاءَكَ قَبْلَ فَقْرِكَ. Your wealth before your poverty. My friends, this wealth will not stay forever. This money will not stay forever. Use it. Spend it in avenues which will help you in the hereafter. Don't waste it, guys. First of all, basics. Using your wealth in the disobedience of Allah is a disaster. There are people who are spending money watching movies, watching immoral stuff. What all is being done? Netflix subscriptions, you name it. This is money being spent, right, in the wrong manner. So in the disobedience of Allah, disaster, guys. We need to use our wealth properly. And we all know this wealth does not stay forever. Every one of us would know around people who had loads and today are on the road. They don't have. Wealth does not stay. One of our teachers used to say, he didn't have much, but every now and then he used to use his money and then he used to go and buy books. And then I think one of his family members told him that, okay, why do you keep buying books? You don't even read them all. He said, today I don't have time. I have a bit of money. I can buy books. Tomorrow I don't know when I will not have money, but maybe I'll have time, then I'll read it. He used it wisely, right? Gaining knowledge, spending your money, gaining knowledge, but then spending your wealth in the right manners. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُعْتِيهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. The Sahaba complained, right? The poor Sahaba complained to Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that the rich Sahaba are able to do so much. They can spend in the path of Allah, they can spend on jihad, they can do this and all that. We are not able to do that. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُعْتِيهِ. This is the fazl of Allah. This is the fazl of Allah. We all have been given the fazl of Allah. Use it wisely, guys. Use it wisely. Spend it. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, charity does not decrease wealth. What is the fear we have? The problem is we are just people of calculators, right? I have 100, I give 10, now I have 90. That's all we're looking at. That's a shame, right? A Muslim does not think like that. This is investing in your hereafter. And one of the reasons, why we are so engrossed in this dunya and we're not thinking about our hereafter, or we're not comfortable the moment somebody talks about the hereafter. I had a friend, at times I used to speak to him about, okay man, we will die one day, man. No, don't talk to me about this. Don't talk to me about this. Just don't mention death, man. The fact is we don't want to talk about this is because we've not prepared something over there, right? It's very natural, right? Tomorrow if I tell somebody that, okay fine, we will be shifting to Antarctica, you will be shifting to Antarctica in a week's time, you're going to be panic. I don't have anything over there. What am I going to do? Everything is over here and all that. But maybe, for example, if somebody tells you, okay, you're going to be shifting to Pakistan or India, where you have a house, where you have family members, all that, you're going to be, okay, fine. I have stuff over there. It's okay. The reason why we've not prepared stuff, why we've not really put in on the effort for the hereafter, that is why we are panicking, right? That, okay, man, I have not done much. I need to prepare. And one of the ways how you can prepare is you can spend in the path of Allah. My friends, there are certain ibadat you can only do when you are wealthy. Hajj is only fard on somebody who can afford it. And if you can afford it, please do it. Please do it. Use your wealth. It is a fard. Go for Hajj. Zakat. This is an ibadah which only the wealthy can do. SubhanAllah, there are so many people in the world who don't give zakat, who don't know the rules of zakat, and they've been doing mistakes all their life. Guys, this is fard, this is a pillar. Just like salah 5 times a day, it's a minimum performance standard. You can't say, no, I'm praying 3 times a day, I should be fine. No, my friend, 3 times a day doesn't work. 5 times a day is the minimum which you have to do. Similarly, zakat, 2.5% is the minimum. But those people, this is the minimum, but those people who are really concerned about the hereafter don't operate on the minimum, right? I'll tell you why. Because when those people who are concerned about the dunya and you tell them, just stay on the minimum, man. Why are you thinking about a big house, about a big car, about this? When you tell them, they're going to go, what? What are you talking about? I want to have the best house, I want to have the best car, I want to have the best this and have the best that. Why? Because his concern is dunya. But when my concern is akhirah, why am I thinking about the minimum? 5 वक्त की नमाज तो पढ़ता हूँ ना यार, बस बहुत है. That's what our approach is. Even when somebody tells you, okay, you should be doing this, boss, I'm doing so much here. Come on, 5 times a day I'm praying, I give zakat, I'm done with my hajj, I'm doing much. This is not the attitude of a person who's concerned about the dunya. He just wants more and more and more and more. Do you know somebody who said, okay man, I have enough? I have not met yet anyone who says, I have had enough, whose real concern is dunya and he says, okay, I've had enough. So similarly, that's what our approach should be, right? When we are really concerned about akhirah and want to see what are we sending ahead, we just should not be letting go any opportunity which is there. Any opportunity. Grasp it. This is an avenue where we should be competing, right? If somebody does this, okay, no, even I'll do that. If somebody does something, I will do that. I don't know if I spoke to you guys the other day, but that's what having a good company, having practicing friends really helps you. Because you always will say, okay, fine, if they are able to do A, B, C, and D, then I should be doing more. I should be striving, right? That's our problem. We want the best in the dunya, but mediocrity in the akhirah. Just pass ho jaun. 51, fine, I get through. Why, man? Why this approach? Why? Why do we have this approach? Why don't we say, if I'm praying 5 times a day now in the masjid for the men, and if women are praying 5 times a day, why don't I say my goal for 2025 is that I need to pray tahajjud? 2 rakahs. And then maybe if somebody is praying 2 rakahs, I have to go to 4. And then if somebody is praying 4, I have to go to 6 and then 8. Why is there not a development program? Why is not there a goal? Why is not there a strive that, okay, I am going to do more and more? Guys, you only live once. We just have one chance, that's it. There have been people who have tried to gain the knowledge of deen. They tried once and they failed. And they don't come back again. Why not? Do we do that in dunya also? One job application fails, I'll try again until I get it. There is one person, he's been after me for the last 1 month. Any job which comes in my group, he just sends it to me. Can you please refer me? And I have to tell him, boss, try somewhere else, man. You're not meeting the requirements. But then look at the approach. Look at our approach. We are not the people of akhirah. We are not operating like that. It seems we are just the people of dunya. Because the approach we should be having for the akhirah is the approach which we have for the dunya. Somebody who sees us, he will tell you, oh, he's not concerned about his akhirah. There are certain avenues where certain places in the world where there are certain where our brothers and sisters are suffering, okay? And you try to find, okay, how can I help them? And then you try once, oh, this is not working, that is not, and then people stop. Why? If I am really concerned about my akhirah and I want to help them for my akhirah, then I am going to try to explore whatever avenue I can that I can help them, right? But then we just go to ease, okay, fine, I tried 2-3 times and it's not working. They say in English, actions speak louder than words. And maybe we might be claiming that, okay, I'm really concerned about my akhirah. At least our actions are not supporting that. So guys, وَغِنَاءَكَ قَبْلَ فَقْرِكَ. Take benefit of your wealth before your poverty. You have wealth today, you have lesser commitments, spend. Yes, there has to be a balance. You have to save. There are commitments you have to take care of. Everything is there. But you should be spending on avenues. Spending on your family is also spending your wealth for the akhirah, guys. Again, some people have this perception. I'm going to spend on the entire world, but not on the family. That's not the right attitude, guys. That's not the right learning. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has told us the best charity is that which is spent on the family. Spend on your family, guys. There is no issue spending on your family. The kids should be taught from the beginning itself that, okay, every now and then you get something for your brothers, sisters, you get something for your mother, father. Inculcate this is spending in the path of Allah is a habit which needs to be, it has to be nurtured. It doesn't come one day. You have to make that heart. You have to practice, spend, and your heart grows when you see the blessing of Allah coming in and all that, and then your heart grows. You need to train them. I remember we went for Umrah, and I'm just telling you how do we train our children that, okay, how they should be ready to share and spend what they have. So my son had, I think, a couple of chocolates he had. And Sheikh Sahab told him, can you share a chocolate with me? And he's like, no, this is my chocolate. I am not sharing and all that. I think my daughters were asking him, and then he were not sharing. So Sheikh Sahab told him, when you will share with your sisters, with your family members, and with anyone, Allah Ta'ala will give you so much. And then he said, okay, fine. And then eventually, with a very heavy heart, he took out one chocolate and then he gave it. And then when he gave it, subhanAllah, and maybe this was on the second or the third day of the trip, when we were there on the last day of the trip, literally when we were going to leave, Sheikh Sahab remembered that he had taught him this. Sheikh Sahab took me and my son, we went to Bin Dawood, he bought a complete box of chocolate, and then he gifted it to my son. He said, see, that day you gave it, you shared it with others, right? Allah Ta'ala told me that you should be, so you see, you got so many because of what one thing you spent. And subhanAllah, that thing I have seen, because alhamdulillah I have 4 children, he's the only one, the moment when we go to a mall, and if he has some 5 dirhams or 10 dirhams, he just wants to find those charity box and then just wants to go and put it over there. For some reason, it seems that Allah Ta'ala just opened it for him, that okay, fine. He's always the first one that he wants to find whatever he has in his pocket. He's like, okay, Baba, I want to spend it. If he can't find it, Baba, can you do it on my behalf, and then I will go home and give it to you. He's got that. But again, we as parents have to inculcate this into our kids, right? So again, when this is nurtured from the beginning, inshallah, this becomes a routine. And then Allah Ta'ala says, وَفَرَاغَكَ Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, وَفَرَاغَكَ قَبْلَ شُغْلِكَ, and your free time before you get preoccupied. My friends, those who have free time today, please use that wisely. I told you what Allah Ta'ala told Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that how he should be using his free time when he's done with all his daily chores. Strive in getting close to Allah. Man, you guys have those who have free time today, use it wisely. This is a blessing. In my opinion, your time is such a thing, when you give it to someone, that is the best thing you can give. That is the most valuable thing you can give to anyone, because once it's gone, it's gone. We have only a limited life, right? A moment, a second in our life, when it is gone, it is gone. It's not going to come back. It will not be coming back. There were so many dreams I had. That okay, fine, I'll get free time, I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll do that, and this, I'll do that. And subhanAllah, as you go up the ladder in your life, the free time just keeps going away, guys. Again, my youth over here who are sitting, who are in your universities, finishing your school, guys, use your free time, please. Please use your free time wisely. There is so much which you can do in this age. Please don't waste your time. Work on your physique, work on your health, work on your spirituality, work on your intellect. Use your time, don't waste your time. Again, use this wisely, guys. Use this device wisely. This device was created to save time. Yeah? It has made things very easy. Since this has come, a lot of people have stopped using laptops or computers also. Emails, go through this. Messages, go through this. Calls, go through this. So many things which you want to do, you are doing through this. But subhanAllah, you ask people and they say today, we don't have time. There is no barakah in time. What has happened? A few years down the line, 100, I don't know how many years down the line, people had to walk half an hour to go and relieve themselves in the washroom. There were no washrooms in the house. There was no washroom in the room. Walk for half an hour and then relieve yourself. You do it in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. 25 minutes which we have saved. But then still the complaint today is there is no time. This is one extreme. That okay, we are constantly wasting time. The other extreme is that we are filling in our time with so much that we just don't have the time to reflect. I'm very busy. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't have time to read Quran. I don't have time to do some zikr askar. I don't have time to. I know I don't understand the Quran. I can't understand Arabic, but I'm not taking out the time to understand the Quran. I'm very busy. Because there's one extreme is just wasting time. The other extreme is filling in time with so many activities and forgetting when there is a prioritization, right? There are some things which are important. If you just fill in your time with just random stuff, yes, you will not have time, but then where is the importance? The time to reflect. And my friends, reflection is very important. Reflection is very important to think what is happening. This is also one of the problems of this day and age, right? Again, because we're so busy, there's so much information overload, we just don't have time to reflect as to what is happening. 15, 16 years back, when I came towards Deen, Allah Ta'ala made it easy for me that He gave me a time to reflect. Reflect on what is happening around me. So there was a boy, maybe 3 years younger to me. He used to call me Aiman Bhai. And from the same, I was doing my chartered accountancy, he was also doing that. One day I got the news he passed away. He drowned in a swimming pool. And at that time I had a chance to reflect. I was 21, 22. I said, if he's 18, 19 and he's gone away, what if I go next? Am I ready? وَلْتَنْظُرْ نَفْسٌ مَا قَدَّمَتْ لِغَدْ. Have I sent enough for tomorrow? And the answer came no. So I started thinking. And then a few days passed away, a few days went, and I came back to my old routine. And then somebody my age passed away. And then I was like, if it is my turn next, am I ready? And then I said, fine, okay. That feeling was with me for some time, and then I said, okay, fine, let's come back. And then I came back to my again old routine. And a few days passed, and then somebody who was 3 years elder to me, she passed away, a sister of my friend. She was going to get married in a couple of months, and her car had an accident, drowned in a river or something, and she passed away. And at that time I said, boss, this is enough. This is enough. This is something which I can't take anymore. But the point is, Alhamdulillah, I think 15, 16 years back, BlackBerry was still just coming up. We didn't have this madness of being connected every moment. And I had the chance to reflect that, okay, fine, no, Aiman, this is not working out. I think I have a few years. It can be, maybe my number is next. And I am definitely not ready. And subhanAllah, that reflection helped me, made dua to Allah. Ramadan came in, got the chance to go for Umrah, and I said, enough is enough. But what I'm trying to say is, keep some time in the day to reflect about what things are happening. We need to hold ourselves accountable. That's what I started with, guys. It's been 6 months which have already passed away. Anybody who was concerned about his akhirah would have definitely made plans. And after 6 months, if you have not done what I had planned to do, this is a time to reflect and fix. We have to take measures, guys. We can't. They say, right, if you're doing A and the result you're getting B, and then you again do A and you get the result B, and then you again do result A and then you get the result B, it's not that you will continue to do A and someday you will get the return C. You have to change what you're doing, right? So if something's not working, if for example somebody set up a goal that, okay, I need to get rid of my habit of just watching Instagram reels after reel after reel after reel, I need to fix myself, and every now and then I'm trying and I'm failing, then I need to change, right? I need to do something which works. I need to do something which works. Guys, again, use your free time before you get busy. And once you get busy, you won't get time for all of this. Ask people who are so busy nowadays. Tell them, and they just remember those days where they had free time. And subhanallah, this is then you feel sorry of what you did in your free time. And the response is astaghfirullah. I did not do what I had to do. And maybe that's the reason Allah Ta'ala just took away the free time from me. I didn't do the qadr of the ni'mah of having free time. Allah Ta'ala just made me busy in this dunya so much that I just don't get time. So guys, use your free time. And then the nichor, the extract of all of this is وَحَيَاتَكَ قَبْلَ مَوْتِكَ, and your life before your death. This life is not forever, guys. We have been given a few years, and then when you reflect, right, maybe 12, 15 years until you're not baligh. If you say average age is 60, take away 15, what is remaining? 45. Out of almost an average person sleeps more, but I'm saying a person who is maybe concerned and all that, he sleeps 25% of his life. 6 hours almost daily. 25% of 45, what is that? Another 11 years are gone. Remaining is 35 years. Out of that 35 years, how much is youth? How much is the energy? How much is that? There is so much less time, and there is so much is at stake. There is so much at stake, right? Because either you're here or either you're there. Either it's Jannah or either it's Jahannam. This is a serious matter, guys. And again, as I said, there's no second chance. We can't restart the game, right? So guys, take life seriously. Yes, our definition of YOLO is not the definition of the Westerners or the non-Muslims. You only live once, yes, but you only live once to make an impact, to earn your akhirah, guys. And I will even go beyond that. As I said, I'm just surprised of our attitude that we are just so happy in mediocrity. We're just happy living a life that I came in this life, I worked 8 to 5, I went back home, I spent time with my family, and then I slept, and then I again woke up in the morning, and then again I worked 8 to 5, and then I went. And then, okay, fine, when the weekend comes, I plan, fine, where I'm going to go out for dinner, where I'm going to go take out my family out. When it comes summers, I say, okay, fine, where I'm going to go out in summers, and that is it. This is the concern of someone who is serious even about his akhirah, because he's only thinking about, okay, fine, I'm praying 5 times a day, I'm giving my zakat, I'm done my hajj, I'll go for umrah once, that is it. There is no thought process. What impact? I mean, there is just one chance we have, right? Why don't we want to make an impact on this world? There was a mission with which Nabi Kareem ﷺ came in this world, right? Why don't we have that passion to carry on his mission? That his message of deen should reach everyone. We make an effort. If I am benefiting with something, why don't I have the passion that I go and tell other person also, man, fix yourself, man, what are you doing? We just don't have that passion. We just don't want to make that impact because we're just happy with the mediocrity life. But then that's a goal for akhirah. Dunya, we want everything the best. Akhirah, okay, just pass, entry ho jaye, fine. I'll make my way inside. So guys, hayata qabla mautika. Life is temporary. Make the best use of it. Think about your akhirah. And even beyond that, think about making an impact. You need to have a thought process as to how can we make an impact. क्या फ़ायदा है ऐसे ही आए हैं ऐसे ही चले जाएं यार. किसी को पता ही नहीं चले आए थे इस दुनिया में. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's how I think. We as Muslims should be the leaders of this world, right? We are busy with our weekend plans and biryanis and kebabs. Who wants to make an impact? Let me just enjoy. So that is it. Just because today is the 9th of Muharram, so 10th of Muharram tomorrow. It is Nabi Kareem Sallallahu. It is a recommended fast. It's a nafil fast. One should make an habit. One should make an effort to fast. So before the fast of Ramadan became fard, Ashura fast was fard, and after Ramadan, after the fast of Ramadan became fard, Ashura became nafil. The fast of Ashura became nafil. So Nabi Kareem Sallallahu, when he came to Madinah Munawwara, and he noticed that the Jews of Madinah Munawwara, they used to fast on the 10th of Muharram, and he asked that why do they fast? And they say because on this day Allah Ta'ala saved Musa alayhi salam and his companions from Fir'aun. So Nabi Kareem said that we own Musa alayhi salam more than they do, so we will also fast on this day. And in another hadith it comes that okay, we should fast one more day. In the hadith it mentions the 9th of Muharram, but ulama say either we can add 9th or the 11th. Either we should fast 9th or 10th or 10th or 11th, so that we differentiate ourselves from the Jews. So 10th is tomorrow, 11th is Sunday with the weekend also. So one should make an effort. In a hadith it comes that fasting the day of Ashura, And Nabi Karim Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, fasting the day of Ashura, I hope will expiate for the sins of the previous year. So it is an expiation of the sins of 1 year, of our previous year. Again, Sagira, these are the minor sins. The major sins get forgiven when one does tawbah, when repents. So again, one should make an effort that we fast on the 10th and 11th. So I just wanted to take this opportunity, being you guys are here, so make an effort to fast. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We'll just make dua inshallah and then we'll end. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم إني نسألك الجنة الفردوس بغير حساب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب اجعلنا مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. يا مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا على طاعتك. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. اللهم اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. اللهم إني نعوذ بك من عذاب القبر عذاب الحشر عذاب الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. اللهم إني نعوذ بك من الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من فتنة المسيح الدجال. نعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. Oh Allah, forgive all our sins. Oh Allah, forgive our minor sins. Oh Allah, forgive our major sins. Oh Allah, fix our dunya. Oh Allah, fix our akhirah. Oh Allah, allow us to prepare for our akhirah. Oh Allah, allow us to prepare for our akhirah. Oh Allah, allow us to understand the reality of this dunya. Oh Allah, allow us to understand the reality of this dunya. Oh Allah, make us from those, oh Allah, who are striving to make our akhirah. Oh Allah, accept us for the service of your deen, Ya Allah. Oh Allah, accept us for the service of your deen. Oh Allah, it is not about qabiliyat. Oh Allah, it is all about qubuliyat. Oh Allah, please grant us qabuliyat. Oh Allah, please grant us acceptance. Oh Allah, grant us ikhlas. Oh Allah, grant us ikhlas. Oh Allah, you know very well, oh Allah, what is my state. Oh Allah, fix me, oh Allah. Oh Allah, whatever was said today, Allah, accept from us, oh Allah. Oh Allah, whoever came, oh Allah, accept their coming, oh Allah. Oh Allah, whatever mistake I made, oh Allah, please forgive me, Allah. Oh Allah, please forgive me. Oh Allah, make this gathering for us a source for us entering into Jannah. Oh Allah, make this gathering which we had, oh Allah, a source of us fixing ourselves. Oh Allah, make this gathering which we had a means of us entering into Jannah. Oh Allah, whatever we asked for, whatever we did not ask for, oh Allah, please accept it from us. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi barak wa sallam tasliman kaseera. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.